5,
4. Engine ignition. 2, 1, 0. Right. And liftoff. As the countdown to Mars continues, the perseverance of humanity launching the next generation of robotic explorers to the Red Planet.
Namaste guys, welcome back to R.I.S in Space. How are you all doing? As you already know, today's topic is the mission overview of Mars Mission 2020.
4, 3, main engine start, 1, 0, and liftoff of the Delta rocket with Mars Pathfinder.
Mars has been explored by various probes sent from Earth since the early 20th century and has yielded a large increase in knowledge about the Martian system, focused primarily on understanding its geology and habitability potential. While there were a number of probes, satellites, reconnaissance orbiters and whatnot that were sent to the Martian orbit, our focus today is on the rovers. On July 4th, 1997, Mars Pathfinder carrying the Sojourner rover was the first successful rover to wheel down on the Martian surface. A little piece of history here, which is that the Soviets were the first to land on Mars. Their lander transmitted data for 20 seconds before it caught up with a dust storm. Since the Soviets did not know how the surface of Mars looked like, they had skis instead of wheels. Now coming back to the topic, Sojourner was intended to last 7 sols, but actually lasted nearly 83 sols, which is roughly 85 days on Earth. It had an alpha proton X-ray spectrometer through which a lot about soil composition and the dynamics of the Martian surface was studied. Next we had the Spirit, or the Mars Exploration Rover, which was active from 2004 to 2010. Its main objective in a nutshell was to find the potential of water residue on surface and in the rocks. It was one of the longest performing rovers on Mars, roaming the surface for about 5.5 years before it got caught up in a sandstorm and actually fell into a soft sand and couldn't get itself out. And 3 months after the Spirit had landed, we had the Opportunity rover touching down on Mars. This was a bit more equipped than the previous rovers. It had rechargeable batteries and would go into hibernation mode in the event of dust storms, resulting in a 14-year lifespan. This rover, again like its previous twin, the Spirit, was made to study environmental aspects and rock compositions that could have potentially had water. In 2018, the final set of commands were given to the rover as it had been suffering from amnesia. Well, it actually meant it was unable to read and write commands and resulted in resetting the entire system.
My battery is low and it's getting dark. This is the final message NASA scientists received from the Opportunity rover on Mars.
In 2011, the largest interplanetary payload ever delivered to a planet, which was 5 times larger than any of the previous rovers, the Curiosity rover, set out to find whether Mars was habitable or not, and whether or not it had any past microbial life. The interesting aspect of this was the complex 3-stage landing system. After an 8.5-month journey towards Mars, it entered the Martian atmosphere, traveling at a speed of 13,000 miles per hour, and in a 7-minute span, the ground control would lose communications with the lander, and only after those 7 minutes, which the scientists called 7 minutes of terror, would they know whether it landed safely or if it crashed into pieces. The Martian atmosphere is not thick enough to slow the spacecraft down, so the lander had the largest supersonic parachute ever designed. Weighing less than 100 pounds, it was capable of handling 6,500 pounds of force. Added to that, the third stage involved a powered descent using the retro thrusters, which was used by the lander to position itself to the landing target. Coming close to the surface, the thrusters would kick up dust, harming the instruments of the rover. So a sky crane maneuver was installed which lowered the rover down from a height and then went on to crash at a safe distance, and such was the complexity that was achieved. And now coming to 2020, NASA sent up the Perseverance rover along with a drone for the first time called Ingenuity. It's been sent to find signs of previous life and biosignatures indicating whether Mars is habitable or not. It's coupled with the Ingenuity helicopter, which will scout the areas which are potential for Perseverance to go and examine. Aerial Scout will be the first of its nature. Launched aboard the Atlas V, one of the largest available rockets for interplanetary exploration. Here's an insight of how it was made. Have a look. Well, that's the end of today's report on mission overview. I would like to leave you guys on a thought. Though countless missions have been sent to Mars to find signs of life, there has been certain unexplained findings that are really gripping. I wouldn't go in depth into it in this video, but do let me know in the comment section if you guys want to know more about these findings and also on how these Mars missions actually work from a theoretical perspective. Thanks for your time. Drop in a thumbs up if you like the video and do subscribe to the channel for weekly updates and information on space technology. Have a good day. This is R.I.S Mission Control. Over and out.